While here in Hyzant, all are equal under the goddess's watchful eye, and all may live in peace. I scarcely need to ask, but which nation in your estimation has the right to it? It is the work of a nation's leaders to ensure peace and equity. We have much to learn from Hyzant's rule. Freedom is a necessity for all. Words fit for a foolish unbeliever. You see, all one needs in this world is the goddess's blessing. So this is how the faithful of Hyzant think. I did see someone rather suspicious leaving the city. Do what? Thank you, good sir. I've heard enough. Now to return to the encampment.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorsley is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorsley himself. What is his crime?
He sold illicit salt.
He sold illicit salt.
Of that there can be no doubt. One of Hyzant's own Saintly Seven is a traitor.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorsley's improprieties.
Proof that we lack.
Incontrovertible proof that we lack, unfortunately.
Then, we must prepare to face charges of false accusation.
Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
The Hierophant's palace.
We should search the Hierophant's palace.
That would require the Holy One's permission, which will never be granted so long as I, a Rosellen, am among you.
Were we to sneak in, anything we find will become evidence that we are enemies of Hyzant.
There is no doubt in my mind that Sorsley was engaged in illegal salt sales.
The trouble remains that we've got no proof of anything.
Searching the palace is not an option.
So what do we do?
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his
Why?
crimes.
And Sorsley will find us out soon enough.
Man, no. I'm not having none of that. We're resetting. Because I want to see if I could find anything in town. There's got to be something that I can find to convict this dude. Maybe if I that believer, if I say about following the goddesses thing, it'll help in my favor a little bit. Maybe he'll tell me some info that I need. Anything. I know. Come on. The shadows of suspicion. Da, 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 da. Serenor searches for evidence to indict Sorceley. We're just gonna skip to the exploring. Not. Okay. Time to gather some testimonies about Sorceley. There's a woman living near the ministry whose life is consumed with rumors of all sizes and sorts. She always has some fresh morsels. A rumor monger, you say? Ooh. Near the ministry. That's probably like around here somewhere. Hello? I understand you are aware of the latest rumors that flow through Hyzant. I should like to hear about them. You wish to hear the popular rumors of Hyzant. Have you heard the tale of the vanishing vessel? It arrives at the port only to vanish as quickly and quietly as it came. A ship that disappears in the night. The how of their salt exports had eluded me until now. Perhaps they were carrying it on the ship she speaks of. Ooh. That's good info. We could maybe track down this ship. I've learned that my secretary was investigating Minister Sorceley as well. Surely he left some notes on it in his journal. Her secretary. That'd be in here, right? The damn officer hunting me like a dog. If he would but leave this place, I could return to my home. Tis all hearsay. The kingdom is done. Okay. So now I can tell him he can go home. No, not him. This dude. Alright. Pray be calm, for he has gone. Ha! Has he? At last I can enter my own home. You have my everlasting gratitude. Is there naught I can do for you, good sir? You can provide me with information. Do you know anything of House End's illicit salt dealings? No, I'm afraid not. Then even a source will do. How might one go about prying into the affairs of House End? As you seem quite determined, you may as well search their encampment itself. Okay. The End encampment. If we cannot find the proof we seek there, then it generally doesn't exist. I want to go in his house, so first. Anything good in here? Ooh, I see that. I saw that shine. I saw that shine. Give me. Okay. Okay. This is the encampment. Access to the source is forbidden. I care not who you are or what nation you hail. None may enter the source. If you're not here to enter the source, then I shall hear you out. What is your wish? What is it you wish to know? That only makes me long to enter the source all the more. Is there truly nothing you can do? Why guard the entrance so closely? Is there something you wish to hide? Absolutely not. That decree comes from the top. Be gone with you. You're interfering with my duties. Not that I wish to hide, nor I abhor keeping secrets. In all honesty, I can look the other way no longer. Swear to me you'll not enter the source and I shall talk. I've seen a dealer different from the one we see during the day carrying salt off at night under cover of darkness. I confess I received payment in exchange for my silence, but I know not from whom. Not as though it matters, my conscience withers and rots just the same. Another vendor in the middle of the night. Highly suspicious. I shall make note of that. I'd wager that this person is involved in Sorceley's illegal enterprise. Okay. Can I talk to Karis now? Oh, Claris, I should say. Hey. Alright. I hear rumors of irregular salt shipments. So an unsavory character is making off with salt, you say? I confess that not even I had noticed it. Though I simply cannot piece it together in my mind. How would they get this smuggled salt to Aesfrel's? The vessel. They used the cargo ship that vanished. Ah yes, the disappearing vessel would figure nicely into this plot. It is fortuitous that you contacted me, and I thank you. I tell you, this is in the strictest confidence. Talk of House N's crimes have reached the consortium. There, Minister Sorceley is known to be a meticulous man, exceedingly concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. If he has engaged in illegal enterprises, as you suggest, I doubt his conscience would allow his books to go unbalanced. He'll have kept the second ledger. A secret account, of course. With that in hand, we'd have all the proof we need. The trouble, though, will be finding it. I think we're good, honestly. I want to drop another save just in case I have to. I mess this up and I have to talk to people, but I think we have everything we need because we know we need to find the second ledger. I think that's our goal.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorceley is shrewd.
Nothing can remain hidden.
Benedict is right.
Lord Sereno, let us begin with...
What is his crime? He sold illicit salt.
He sold illicit.
Of that there can be no...
If we cannot doing so...
Claris said Sorceley kept a secret ledger.
Of course. Sales had to be carefully managed so...
Making detailed records a necessity. Now then, let us focus on where we might...
The vanished cargo ship?
So, we'll find the
How do you propose we find something that vanished with...
There is no doubt in my mind that Sorceley was in...
We know the ledger tracking the tainted salt exists.
The vanished cargo ship is suspicious, yes, but
Despite our best...
What? So it's probably going into his encampment, right? That he made it clear that that was probably the best place where we'd find evidence, and that's probably where the ledger is. So that makes sense. I just thought that he wouldn't be so stupid to keep it in his base of operations, right? He would put it somewhere that's disappearing, so we would look for the ship. That's what I thought, at least, but I guess I was wrong. Okay. I'm only resetting because I have all the evidence. I just didn't pick the right choices, which I can do now. If I didn't have all the evidence, then sure. But I have the damn evidence. He sold illicit salt. There were irregular salt shipment. He kept the ledger. His encampment.
By which you mean Sorslay's encampment.
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
I know its location.
So, in brief, Sorsley sold illicit salt, constituting a breach of trust with the Hierophant. House End kept close watch over the transactions and labored to keep them hidden.
Meaning there is a second ledger. The incontrovertible evidence we require.
Said ledger would most likely be found at the End encampment, near the source.
Then we shall sneak inside and secure it.
Never forget that we operate on reasoning and supposition. Should our presumptions prove untrue, we will be judged accordingly.
I understand. But the future of House Wolford is at stake. I will not see us fall to ruin through inaction.
In the shadows of suspicion completed. Finally. Okay. Off to part 2.
After learning at last where they can find solid evidence to prove Sorslay's involvement in the illicit salt trade, House Wolford moves to secure it.
The carelessness of men.
Damn that Wolford! He ought to have returned by now. He's more useless than I thought.
Minister Sorsley, a letter's arrived for you, but it is unsigned.
You know better than to bring me messages from anonymous Providence.
My apologies, Minister, but it seems to be some sort of warning.
Oh? Let me see it. Your new pet is nothing but a mongrel stalking his prey. He has put down your most loyal hound and seeks the treasure you've so carefully hidden. Heed this warning before it's too late. My new pet. Wolford.
What could it mean?
I doubt it is anything but a trick meant to frighten me. Still, it never hurts to be certain. Summon Booker.
Booker
Lord
dead,
Booker
my dude.
Has yet to return.
What? My loyal hound. It couldn't be. Make for the capital at once and find out what has happened. I shall be right behind you.
So, House Wolford is making their move.
Yes, Minister. They seek information about the salt as we speak. Should they not be stopped? After all, they are sticking their noses into our most precious secret.
Leave them be for now. This may be a good opportunity to sift the impurities from the salt, as it were. That said, we must be prepared to act at a moment's notice. See it as so.
Of course, Minister. At last, House End will be brought to justice.
House End is only the beginning. I will not rest until we root out all who dare threaten Hyzant's safety.
Let's review the flow of the salt trade once more, just to be certain. As far as Hyzant is concerned, it begins when the goddess bequeaths her blessing upon the salt. The Hierophant then decides how much is produced. House End oversees said production and is also responsible for sending the salt to the Norzelia Consortium.
And that's the official supply the Consortium regulates.
Yes, production records and consortium records are readily accessible.
The very existence of illicit salt implies there will be discrepancies between those records. Supposing House End keeps track of those discrepancies in some sort of secret ledger.
Then that would be irrefutable proof that House End is purloining salt. But a hypothetical ledger does us no good.
Then we must steal into his encampment and find it. That is the only way we can prove Minister Sorslay's transgression.
I agree. However...
You've become quite the radical, Lady Frederica.
I apologize. My suggestion was quite untoward.
Not at all. In fact, it heartens me that you were the one to propose such a course of action.
I'm in favor. We must use any means to get that ledger.
Battle on the way. Okay. Recommended level 16, which means I'm gonna have to probably be like level 18. Usually what I've noticed is the recommended level is all of the levels of the standard enemies, and usually when there's a boss character, they're about 2 levels ahead of that, and I like to be on par. I've noticed that these are hard when you're not on par. So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm going to end this part off here. Actually, though, really quick, I want to see if because usually they get more in. Oh, damn it! I want to see if he had a Medal of Bravery so I could evolve another person, but I guess I can't do it yet. I really wanna promote. Oh wait, I do have one. Never mind. Okay, you deserve it. All right, my spy is killing it. So Anna's becoming an assassin. She deserves it. She's a badass. So let's do that. Promoted. Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's the last thing I want to do for this part. We now have what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 upgraded characters so far. More to come. I think next I'm gonna upgrade Gila next because she's probably gonna get cooler, like AOE heals, and I think that'll be useful. So I might do that next, and then do maybe like one of the archers. We'll see. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna get everyone to about 17 to 18. I think would be the sweet spot. And then we're gonna go do that battle. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.